The dagger in the finals is surprisingly powerful if you know what you're doing. Size doesn't matter out here in the arena, it's all in how you use it. This weapon boasts a brutal one-hit kill for a backstab on the light and medium class. Against the heavy, however, it requires an extra quick melee, just for seasoning. Success with the dagger relies primarily on the movement and positioning to get the drop on your opponent, and aggressive dives to keep the pressure on. I'm on a journey to master every weapon, gadget, and specialization here in the finals, and we continue that journey today with the dagger. You know the drill at this point, but we're going to measure mastery through a series of challenges. With the dagger, I'm going to try to score a solo team wipe, earn 30 kills in a single match, and win a cash-out tournament in World Tour, all in 24 hours. In this video, you're going to watch some satisfying backstabs, witness some embarrassing fumbles, and discover if I can master the dagger before the clock runs out. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy the video. Almost a year ago, I made a video on the dagger that still has more views than any other on my channel today, so this weapon holds a special place in my heart. Some of the comments on that video, however, called me out for not backstabbing a single time. So today we set out to right those wrongs. Some things have changed, however, between then and now, including how backstabs work to begin with. You can now prepare and hold your backstab for whenever you're ready to use it, a feature which has earned the frustrations of some of the OG dagger mains. Holding the backstab comes at the cost of some movement speed though, which is where my loadout makes the difference. Starting with the specializations, the obvious pick was the evasive dash. To be able to make up for the movement penalty for holding my backstabs ready, I needed some way to catch up to my opponents. On top of that, the evasive dash was great for breaking ankles and getting behind the enemies who just couldn't keep up. After a while, I gave the cloaking device a go for that sweet Team Fortress 2 spy gameplay. Now, I've never really used this specialization seriously before, so I had no idea what to expect.
Nice.
Immediately, I could tell that this wasn't for me. Sitting in corners waiting for an unsuspecting enemy to wander by wasn't exactly riveting gameplay. Even when I did try to get a little more aggressive, it made me miss the mobility that came with the evasive dash. In fact, I was about to switch back to the dash and call it a day, but my friend had something to say about that. Hey buddy.
Noble, if you want to actually get good at light, put the dash crutch away and unlock your true potential by using the grapple.
Nobody uses the grapple, dude. What are you... And he hung up. And so I picked up the grappling hook instead, and I fell in love.
Oh my goodness.
While it just seems so silly, the grappling hook was incredibly fun to pair with the dagger, and it gave me some wild movement that my enemies could rarely predict. Instead of dashing right into my target, I could swing around and stab them in the back before they had the chance to react. On top of it being surprisingly effective, it also just felt really cool. When thinking of gadgets, my primary goal was to take things that would help me close the distance, even when my enemies were expecting me. My first pick was the gateway. Not only was it great for getting myself and my team from place to place, but it helped me reposition out of danger a few times and attack from an angle that my enemies didn't see coming. I then needed something to give me some visual cover to ensure that my enemies couldn't actually see me coming. The obvious choice was the flashbang. Provided I didn't flash myself in the process, the flashbang would give me an easy advantage in any fight. The last gadget could have gone a couple of ways, but ultimately I landed on the goo grenade. It acted as an immediate and quick cover from any enemies that I wasn't ready to fight. On top of that, it paired really well with my misuse of the grappling hook and saved my life on several occasions. With my backstabbing practice in and my loadout squared away, I was ready to tackle my challenges. My first challenge was to score a solo team wipe. Being that the dagger is a one-hit kill on just about everything, getting a team wipe should have been easy. After all, there was no chance of an enemy getting away after one hit, and no chance of a teammate stealing my kill, right? Wrong. On more than one occasion, I fell just short of my team wipe, missing out on that last desperate kill. In this circumstance, I'm confident that the evasive dash would probably have been more effective. if only because it gave me multiple charges for movement rather than the one I kept wasting with the grappling hook. By 20 hours in, I still hadn't gotten my team wipe, and it wasn't looking good. I was, however, raking in the kills. The second challenge, as you know, was to get 30 eliminations in a single match. To be honest, it took me a while to rewire my brain to use my positioning more effectively than just running into combat, and the first few games weren't all that promising. I ended up, however, getting the hang of it a few hours in and absolutely ruining a few lobbies in my wake. Instead of being the first into fights, I let Hyla, or whoever was the aggressor, take those fights first. Once everything kicked off, I would zip around with my grappling hook and go for sneaky backstabs to help turn the tide of battle. By simply not being the first in the fight, my chances of getting off a few meaningful kills rose considerably. Here's some of those kills now.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah! Let's go! All right, okay. Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, pimp strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back question. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
That third challenge, which was to finish with a tournament win, came really close in our first ever try. My friends and I ended up getting into the final round, griefing in a team of 2 for some easy last round pickings. To our surprise though, their third teammate eventually made it back in and turned the tables on us. That was embarrassing to say the least. I discovered that for all the potential that this weapon has, it also has some glaring weaknesses. The dagger really shone when defending a cash out because I could backstab someone trying to steal it, or even take picks off of teams that were trying to retreat. Attacking cash outs that we didn't own though was a different story. Against teams of dug in and barricaded mediums and heavies, I got in a lot of trouble. Mines, spears, flamethrowers, and Cerberus, they all acted as hard counters to the dagger. We did, however, walk away with our own win after a few more tries. I spent 24 hours trying to master the dagger, and I had to rewire my brain to do it. I went from spraying down my enemies with the minigun and hitting trick shots with the repeater, to relying entirely on patience and positioning to make the dagger shine. Now let's go over the challenges from the start of this video. In a heartbreaking turn of events, I wasn't able to round off that solo team wipe by the 24-hour mark.
Oh, he got me. He's 2-bar.
No, that was almost my team wipe.
Nope.
I did, however, crush my eliminations goal, and I even managed to stick my World Tour win. Though unconventional, I really enjoyed the loadout I came up with. So much so that even after the challenge was over, I continued to play it just for the hell of it. Let me know what you think of the dagger and of the video down in the comments, and I'll see you next time for the next one on the list. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I was looking at you.